When you're starting out searching Google, unless you've established other preferences, you'll either start out by doing a search using the Google toolbar that's been added to your internet browser window, like mine up in the top corner, or you can go ahead and start out in the Google Basic Search screen. Now keep in mind, in Google's default for the basic search bar is to insert a Boolean operator "and" in between each word, unless you want to do a phrase search and place your terms inside quotation marks. Adding quotes around your phrase will require that the results be included in the exact order that they were typed in your search results. So you might want to consider using a phrase search when you're searching for an online article and you know the exact title. For example, if you had a citation to an article and you knew that the title was called The Blackest Black Hole, you can go ahead and type that in as a phrase search by enclosing that into your quotation marks. And then go ahead and click on Google search. And then you'll see in your results, the first few hits are the ones that I'm looking for, an article out of Time magazine. Okay, so another Boolean operator that you can use is in your basic search bar is the not operator. If you want to eliminate results that have a certain word, you can place the minus sign in front of the word. For example, if you want to search for information on the Keystone Pipeline, let me go ahead and type that in. And then I didn't want any articles that had anything to do with jobs, I can go ahead and use the minus sign and type in jobs. And then it's going to eliminate any of the websites that have anything to do with jobs. So that's just like doing a Boolean not search. Now I'd like to change our attention in how we can best use Google's advanced search features to build an efficient search strategy. So on this page I'm going to locate the little picture of the gear up in the top corner of the page, and this is where you find all of Google's options. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that little gear and click on Advanced Search, and then that's going to give us a kind of a search builder feature, and it does remind me up at the top of the screen here of the previous search. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and delete that because I'm going to start out a new search. So let's look at the options on this page and interpret the options. First, look at the option where it says all of these words. This is a standard keyword search, and the search engine will only retrieve results that include those words. Now the next field on the form gives you the option to enter a phrase search. Entering terms in this section would be just like placing your terms in quotation marks like we did on the previous screen. Then the next line, down here, allows us to perform a Boolean OR search, which gives you some flexibility by entering several synonyms. The search engine will retrieve sites that have at least one of these terms. Now the last option here allows you to do that Boolean not search. So if you wanted to eliminate any terms, you could go ahead and enter it into that field. I went ahead and just cleared out all of my previous search terms. So let's say I'm doing research on Ohio's concealed carry laws, and more specifically how they apply to college campuses. I want to make sure that the exact phrase concealed carry appears in my results, so I'm going to start by entering in that exact wording in the phrase field. So right here I'm going to enter in concealed carry. Okay. I also want to make sure that my search results include the concepts of Ohio and campuses. So up on this top line, I want to make sure all these words are also there. So I'm going to put in Ohio and campus. Now Google does a pretty good job with truncation and stemming, so I don't need to worry about truncating the word campus. The search engine should automatically find the plural version for me. Now finally, I want to brainstorm the various ways the word college could appear in my search results. So I'm going to add some synonyms into the one or more of these words field. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the concept of college, and then university. And then in the last field, I'm going to just put in the most general, higher education. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and perform my advanced search. Let's see what kind of results we get. Okay, so now I can see that my results are on the screen, and something that's relatively new for Google is they have, if you hover over each of these results, you get a little preview of the website over on the right side of the screen. So you can kind of preview what the website's going to look like before you go there. One of the really nice things about this preview is it also includes the cached version of the website. Now, the cached version will be a snapshot of what the website looked like the last time that Google crawled it with the web crawler. And that might be helpful if, when you click on the actual link that's provided here, if you get a dead link, sometimes you can still get information from the cached version. Another bonus of the cached version of the website, so this is just the snapshot version of the last time that the web crawler came across the site, it puts your keywords in context by adding colors to them, so you can kind of see why your results came up the way they did. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to actually look at the most current version of this website here, the one that came up in my search results, not just the preview or the cache version. And I can go ahead and spend some time looking at this and seeing why it came up. And if I spent some time looking at it, I'll see that it's a pretty relevant result considering the search terms that I put in. Now, I don't have time now to go through and look at all of these results, but I do encourage you to not only look at many of these results, but continue on past the first page. A lot of times there are some really good results that are several pages deep. So I do encourage you to go past that first page and look at many of these results to find some information that would be helpful.